What's up guys, welcome back to part 9 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. Here in this one, we're going to be doing all of the interior furnishings for the second floor of the house. So I gathered up all the items I'm going to be using here at the top of the staircase. So I have some anvils, jungle leaves, some green and gray carpet, smooth quartz stairs, iron trapdoor, flower pot, fern, skeleton skull, and then I also have the wither skeleton skull. So let's start with the anvils and jungle leaves. I'm going to place one of these in each corner. And then let's have a table down the middle. So I have a smooth quartz stair on each side with a space in the middle for an iron trapdoor. And then I'll have a flower pot in the middle with the fern. And then the regular and wither skeleton skull. And now we'll have a rug on the floor, and if you maybe want to brighten up this area a little bit more, you could have a sea lantern underneath it. But I'm going to go ahead and maybe have a few strips of green like that, maybe a strip of gray. How about a strip of gray here as well? And then back to the green. So a little pattern like that I think looks good. And that's about all I'm going to do here at the top of the staircase. Really don't have to overdo it. Still want to be sure to add a little bit here so it's not left empty. Now I'm going to head on into this room. This is going to be a secondary living room space. Now I gathered up all the items here for this living room. So I have the gray concrete, then some smooth quartz slabs, blocks, and stairs. Then the barrels, black concrete. I have the polished black stone button, music disc, painting, item frame, spruce trapdoor, end rod, light gray concrete, anvil, jungle leaves, and then some gray, white, and light gray carpet, sea lanterns, and then I have a flower for within the flower pot. Let's look over here first. I'm going to switch to the gray concrete and have 4 going out like that, and then another 6 in this direction. So we have an L shape here, which is the start of a couch. I'm going to switch to the smooth quartz slabs. Have 3 going out here. We'll go ahead and bring this in to that side. And then we'll continue with 1 strip going across and wrap it around here. So now we have the couch marked out. Now let's have the table next to the couch. So we want to be sure to leave 1 space away from the edge of these slabs. And it's going to be a 3 by 3 square like that. We'll stack up 2 slabs down the middle. Now let's flip around and look at this wall. We're going to have another couch, so you can switch back to the gray concrete. We'll line up here at the edge of this window and place 2 going out. We'll then bring it over by 3 and have another one going out there. Let's then have a full block of smooth quartz. So that's going to be a little table we're going to have there. Let's have these smooth quartz slabs here. And then let's grab the spruce trapdoor, the anvil, and the jungle leaves. So I have the spruce trapdoor in front of that full block. And then the anvil and jungle leaves here at the left in the corner. Now let's grab the end rod and the light gray concrete block. And we're going to have this on top of the table so it looks like a lamp. Now let's look at this wall. We're going to have the TV. So let's switch back to all of the quartz blocks. So we have the full blocks, the slabs, and the stairs. And then we need the black concrete, the polished black stone button, the music disc, as well as the item frame, and the barrels. Let's start with the full blocks of the smooth quartz. We'll look over here at the left. We're going to be 1 space away from the edge of the door frame. We're going to go ahead and carve out 4 here. And then we'll go back down here at the bottom. Starting on this space, we'll carve out another 6. And then we could continue deleting all of the other space, so we're just carving out another rectangle here. Let's do this extra strip across the top too, because we're actually going to have slabs here. So with the full blocks, we'll place 4 going up on each side. We'll have a layer of slabs going across the top. We can then switch to the smooth quartz stairs. I'm going to have one facing up and upside down here up against the full blocks. Do the same thing on this side. And then I have the barrels. I'm going to go ahead and place them in this direction. I think that looks better than what I did at the original build. And then let's have the black concrete for all the other space with the black stone button. We could then have some item frames on each side of the TV with a music disc. So that's going to be it for the TV. Let's go ahead and grab the flower pot and the flower. And then we'll also grab all of the carpet, then the sea lantern, and the paintings. So we'll have the flower pot here with the flower. We could then switch to the sea lantern. I'm going to go ahead and maybe add one right here on the floor. Adds a nice light source. Now let's go ahead and grab the carpet. And I'm going to place this kind of all throughout here next to the couch. So we'll have a bunch of white first. And then let's go ahead and have some gray wrapping around the edge here. And then how about the rest of it light gray? So a little something like that I think is good. Now I'm just going to have some paintings. So pretty much just all this space here because it is pretty empty. How about we kind of just shape it out a little bit? So maybe we could have one right here. And another one right here. Alright, I think that's good. Let's have one more over here on this wall. So maybe just leave a single space there. So it's going to be the same shape. I think that is good. And now how about we add some decorations here on top of the couch. So maybe a flower pot here. Another one over there. Let's grab a couple more flowers. Maybe a stack of sea turtle eggs. How about some candles too? And then the flint and steel. So let's go ahead and fill in the flower pots. We could have the sea turtle eggs. How about right here? And then we could have the candles here. So now I'm going to leave it at that here for this living room. Now let's head on into... How about we do this bathroom? So here for this bathroom, I actually didn't realize... I think it'll be best to go ahead and double up this wall and this wall, because I want to have a bathtub over here, and I want to be sure to have tile on the wall, and I'm not going to be able to have it if these walls are just one block thick. So let's go ahead and double up this side. We're going to need the dark oak stairs and the trapdoors, as well as the white concrete. And then up here at the top, we have to delete this strip of these stairs, as well as these slabs. And we just have to shift in these stairs by one like that. And now we have this extra layer here, which is where the wall will now be filled in. So we could go ahead and now just add an extra layer of white concrete here. And then we have to double up this doorway. And then let's grab these stripped dark oak logs and double it up right there. So now we have that side done. And then we have to do this back wall, but we might as well just go ahead and add the tile. But we do also have to be sure to shift over these stairs as well. So let's go ahead and bring it in like that. So now we have this extra layer here. And then we have these slabs. I'll go ahead and just have a sea lantern, just maybe two right down the middle like that. And then we could fill this in with light gray concrete. And then have a set of slabs right down the middle there. Like that. Now let's grab all the blocks we're going to be using. So let's grab the pillar quartz. And then the smooth quartz blocks. And then the smooth quartz slabs is smooth quartz stairs. So I'll start with the smooth quartz stairs. We have to be sure to leave an extra space here. So we're going to go ahead and curve together 8 smooth quartz stairs like this to shape out a bathtub. And then we'll switch to the pillar quartz block and we'll start adding the extra layer right here. So we could just start here and have a sideways block, then one facing up and sideways just back and forth Same pattern that we did for the kitchen floors. Now let's go ahead and extend it out. Bring it all the way over to this wall. So we have that backside. Now let's go over here and do it for these two spaces. So you can see how we have one starting up here that's sideways. We want to make sure the one next to it is facing straight up and down. So it'll be like that. And then we have the sideways opposite of that one, just back and forth. So you want to continue the pattern for all these blocks. And then over here on this side, we only have enough room to replace this strip here. Let's flip around. So we'll have the sink maybe right here. Yeah, I think that's good for the sink. And then we can have the toilet. So a full block, a stair, and a slab. If you don't want this extra counter space, if you feel like this is a little too cramped in here, you could go ahead and just get rid of it and have the sink just for this space. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then we could even have a bush right here in the corner then. So let's go ahead and grab the anvil and the jungle leaves, and we'll do that. We'll have a bush just right here, like that. And now we have all those main quartz blocks. We could go ahead and clear all of that, and now just grab pretty much all of the extra decorations. So we're going to need the bucket of water, the hopper, the lever, the tripwire hook, the stone and birch button, and then a weighted pressure plate. We'll grab a white banner, and the birch trapdoors, some white stained glass panes. So let's start with the sink. We'll have the hopper, and then the birch trap doors in front of it. We'll fill in the hopper with the bucket of water, and then have the lever pointing down towards it. And then I'll have a birch button here. And then I have the white banner, which we could have... How about just right up against the window, like that? And then for the bathtub, let's fill it all in with the buckets of water. And then we'll switch to the lever, and have it right here on this layer. No, we'll have it taller. We'll have it up here. And so we'll have the tripwire hook there. And we could actually also have a cutout in the wall for a shelf. So let's grab the full blocks of the smooth quartz again, and fill that in. And then let's grab the slabs, and have a shelf here. Now let's have the shower door, so I grabbed the white stained glass panes. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up by 4 on this side. Maybe add an extra layer next to it. So that's good. And then we have the birch button we could have here as another bar of soap. Let's look at the toilet. We need the stone button and the weighted pressure plate. We could have a flower pot here. So let's go ahead and clear all that. Grab the flower pot. And I'll just use the fern. So that's going to be it here for this little bathroom. Now let's head on out into this bedroom. So now here for this bedroom, we're going to be using the full blocks of the smooth quartz, the stairs and the slabs, an iron trap door, end rod, gray, white, and light gray concrete with our skeleton skull, some flowers with a flower pot, light gray and gray carpet, some spruce trap doors, and some snow. So first, let's go ahead and add the nightstand over here that we're going to have next to the bed. So I have a smooth quartz stair like that with an iron trap door. I'll then have an end rod with a gray concrete block. We can then go ahead and move that out of the way so it'll make it easier to now place the bed. So let's have the smooth quartz blocks. We'll bring these over by 5, leaving one space here at the right. We'll then have a smooth quartz stair on each side, and some more full blocks down the middle. Switch back to the smooth quartz slabs, and we'll bring it out by 5 on each side. And then fill in the space here in the middle. Now let's switch to, how about the gray concrete? We'll have 2 strips of 3 like that. And then we'll have a strip of white and a strip of light gray. Let's also have the wither skeleton skull on top of this trapdoor. Let's flip around. We're going to have another 3 blocks of smooth quartz here with an end rod and the gray concrete block. We could then go ahead and clear out all these items and grab everything else that we have here. So, we'll have a flower pot on each side here with the 2 flowers. And then we'll have the spruce trapdoors in front of the full blocks. We'll flip around over here, have a flower pot with the fern on the headboard, and then we'll have the snow right here for the pillows. And then we'll go ahead and have some of the gray and light gray carpet around the edge of the bed. So just like that, that is really all we need. Let's head on out. We have this entire side here done for the 2nd floor. We'll now head on over here. This is probably just going to be maybe another little sitting area. That we have this bathroom and another bedroom. So I'm going to go ahead and start in this bedroom first. So let's be sure to grab the gray, the white, and the light gray concrete. Then the light gray, the white, and the gray carpet. And then we need the iron trapdoors, smooth quartz stairs as smooth quartz blocks, the end rod, some snow, the anvils and the jungle leaves, a painting, and then I have a couple flowers for the flower pot, and then the spruce trapdoor, the black concrete, the polished black stone button, and the lever. I'll start with the gray concrete. I'll look over here at this wall. We're going to mark out where the headboard to the bed's going to be. I'm going to leave 2 spaces here at the right. So starting here, let's go ahead and place 5 going across. Go ahead and have an additional layer on top of this. Now let's switch to maybe the white concrete. We could have 2 strips of this going out. Maybe a strip of light gray and another strip of gray. Now let's switch to the iron trapdoors. I'm going to go ahead and place these up against the headboard with the smooth quartz stair right next to it. Let's now grab the snow, go ahead and have it right here for the pillows. We can maybe even double it up there down the middle. Now let's grab the end rod. How about we use the light gray for the lamps? So I have one there, and another one over here. And then I had a couple flower pots on the headboard, so let's grab those, and the 2 flowers. So one here and here. Now let's flip around and look over here. I'm gonna have a bit of a different design for the TV than I've done before. So let's go ahead and grab all the blocks for that. So we need the smooth quartz blocks, the black stone button, the black concrete, the lever, and the spruce trapdoors. Oh yeah, let's also grab the anvil and the jungle leaves. We could do that real quick. So we'll just have that in each corner. And now we pretty much just want to line up with the bed. So we have these smooth quartz blocks. We're going to be placing 5, and it's going to be 1 block higher. So we'll line up with the bed first, and then we'll bring it out on each side. So it's a strip of 5 like that. And then we'll have the lever at an angle like this, so it looks like a bracket. So we'll go over here and do the same thing. And then we could have the spruce trapdoors in front of these full blocks. And then 2 layers of the black concrete with the button in the corner. So that's going to be the little TV design. And now we have to do the carpet. So let's go ahead and grab all of those. So we could just have, how about we start with some light gray, bring it out like this. Maybe have a little bit of gray. And then the rest of it white. How about we go ahead and have this gray as well? Yeah, I think that's fine. How about we also have a little table over here? So let's grab the full blocks of the smooth quartz again. And I'll just place maybe 2 like that. Or should we do 3? And then we'll go ahead and have some more spruce trap doors in front of that. And now let's clear everything. And we'll add some decorations on this and those nightstands. So how about we grab the flower pot again? We'll have it right there. And then we'll just grab another flower. And then how about we grab a wither skeleton skull? And then we'll also grab a stack of the sea turtle eggs. And then we'll also have a little stack of some candles. So on this, we could go ahead and maybe have the wither skeleton skull. A little something like that. And then we'll have the stack of the sea turtle eggs. Or how about we have the sea turtle eggs on this? You know what? Yeah, let's just do the one. There we go. And then over here will be the stack of the candles. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that here for this bedroom. So now we'll just clear those items out. And we'll head on into this space here. I think this is just going to be a little sitting area again. So how about we just jump right on into it, because I didn't do this space at the original build. So how about we use some light gray concrete. And we're going to need some smooth quartz slabs. So how about we line up where these windows are. So we could place 2 blocks of light gray on each side. Down the middle as well, with some slabs. We could then have a full block of the smooth quartz with the spruce trap doors on each side as a little table. And then we could also grab the end rod, and how about some gray concrete blocks as a lamp. And then over on this wall we could have that table. So how about we do the stairs and iron trap doors again. We could then also have, you know what, how about we do candles here. So stack all those up, and then grab the flint and steel. So we'll have a little bit of a light source right there. And then let's grab both of the skeleton skulls, so we'll have that on each side. And now let's have maybe some paintings over here, and then a rug on the floor, and we'll leave it at that for this space. Or how about we have a table here instead? So let's grab these slabs, and maybe just do a little something like that. So now let's grab the carpet. So I'm going to maybe use the cyan, the gray, and the light gray. And then let's grab some paintings. And then we'll need a full block so that we could place the paintings with no issues. So let's go ahead and have the carpet. Maybe have some cyan first, like that. And then some gray. And the rest of it, maybe light gray right here. Maybe switch that up there. And now let's add the paintings. So maybe just a simple one like that is fine. And then another one over here, which will be maybe 6 of them together. Yeah, I think that looks good. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that here for this space. Didn't want to just leave it empty, and I didn't really have anything planned for this, so I think this is definitely good enough. Oh, you know what? We could also add some more decorations here on the couch. So how about we do another stack of the sea turtle eggs? How about just like right down the middle? Yeah, that's fine. So let's go ahead and clear out all these items. Now we'll head on into this bathroom. We also have this closet. So for the closet, let's just jump right on into it. I'll have the iron trap doors. Maybe add some right there. Another layer here. And that'll be it. And then we could go ahead and maybe bring these over so it's like a little L shape. So now it looks like we have a lot of storage in here. And we could go ahead and grab a bunch of different colored carpet. So it looks like clothes. Yeah, that looks cool. I like how you could actually see the carpet below it. So how about we grab a lantern and just have it right around there. So now it's lit up in here. And now we have the actual bathroom itself. How dark is it? Okay, we can see. So let's go ahead and grab the smooth quartz stairs, the slabs, and the full blocks. And I'll look over here. I'm going to have the toilet in this corner. So I have the full block, the slab, and the stair. So we have that done. Now let's have the bathtub over here up against this wall starting at the corner. And then we could have the sink over here. So maybe 2 blocks, skip over that block, and have a block there. So let's go ahead and clear that out, and now just grab everything else we're going to be using. So we need the birch trap doors, the hopper, the lever, the tripwire hook, the birch and stone button, the weighted pressure plate, some banners, and how about some sea turtle eggs for a decoration. We need the bucket of water. And I think we'll just leave it at that for now. Let's see how much of it we're able to get done. So we have the toilet with the stone button and the weighted pressure plate. We have the sink with the hopper, the birch trap doors, and the lever pointing down. We'll then have a birch button for a bar of soap. We could then have the sea turtle eggs right around here. And then we'll have the banner there for a towel, and another one, how about right there. And then we need a tripwire hook right around here, so that looks like the faucet to the bathtub. So now I think we could clear all these items. Yeah. Just grab the bucket of water. We'll fill this in, as well as the hopper. We could have a flower pot over here, like that. And I think I'm pretty much going to leave it at that here for this bathroom. Could have a rug right here. How about we grab maybe the green and the brown. Little something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? It's still a little dark. I forgot to add an extra light source. So how about we grab this lantern, and we could swap out either the flower pot or the turtle eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and do the turtle eggs. You know what? How about we have a stair right there with an iron trap door. That's where we'll have the lantern, and then we can still have the turtle eggs right here. So I'll go ahead and stack all those up again. So yeah, I'll leave it at that here for this bathroom. And you know what? I just realized we are now done with the second floor. Alright guys, I noticed we actually still have some time to do a bit more in this video, so how about we jump right on into some of the furnishings for the basement. So let's go ahead and head on down. I'm gonna head on into the master bedroom first. I went ahead and gathered up all the blocks that we're gonna be using in here, so be sure to grab the full blocks of the smooth quartz stairs and slabs, and then the brown wool, and then I have brown, gray, and light gray carpet, and then some spruce trapdoors and dark oak trapdoors, and dark oak stairs, and then some end rods. I have a couple items for within the flower pots, and then some gray, light gray, and brown concrete, some top snow, anvils, jungle leaves, iron doors, stone pressure plate and stone button, some birch signs, a wither and regular skeleton skull, some paintings, and then I have a candle, some sea turtle eggs, and a flint and steel to light the candle. Let's start by marking out the bed first. I have the full blocks of the smooth quartz. I'm going to leave 2 spaces over here at the left. I'm going to start on the 3rd space, and I'm going to place a strip of 6 full blocks going towards the right. Let's then have a smooth quartz stair on each end, on the side. We'll then have some full blocks in between those, and a layer of slabs on top of that. Now let's continue with the slabs. We'll go on each end and bring it out by 4. We could then switch back to the smooth quartz stairs and have one at the far end. And then we'll have some upside down in between those. And then a layer of slabs on top of those upside down ones. Now let's switch to the smooth quartz stairs, and we'll have a couple nightstands. So I have 2 stairs side by side over here. We'll do the same thing on this side. Let's go ahead and now grab all the concrete blocks. So I'll start with the brown concrete. I'm going to have 2 layers here towards the top. And then we can maybe have a strip of the light gray, and instead I'll have a strip of the gray. Now let's grab the snow. I'll have a layer across the top here, and instead we'll stack it up in the middle. Now let's use all of the wool and carpet. So let me be sure to grab that carpet again. Let's start with the brown wool, and I'm going to be right underneath the upside down stairs, and I'm going to delete a strip of the floor. I'll then replace it with the wool, and then we can switch to the brown carpet and have it right here on the floor lined up with it. We could also add an additional layer, and then I'll switch to maybe the light gray, and I'll bring it out around the edge of the bed on this side. I'll just leave it like that, or maybe we could do it one more. And then I'll go on over to this side. I'll have the gray, and I'll do the same thing. So now we used the full blocks of the wool, so it looks like the rug kind of goes underneath the bed right there. Now let's grab the end rod, the skeleton skull, the flower pot, and I'm going to be using the ferns. And we'll go ahead and have an end rod on each end of the nightstand. I'll have a flower pot on the inner side with some ferns. And that I have the skeleton skull, I'm going to go ahead and flip around and place it right there on top of the end rod. So it adds a little bit of a different look to the lamps. Instead of using a full block of the concrete like I usually would, let's go ahead and do the same thing over on this side. So this is what it's looking like so far. I'll go ahead and remove these since we now have a good enough light source. Let's look over here at this wall. I'm going to have a cutout. So I'll grab the dark oak stairs as well as the trap doors. And I want to be sure to remove a strip of 4, leaving one space away from the edge of the doorway. So just a strip of 4 like that. We'll go ahead and bring it up by another 3. We could then switch to the dark oak stairs, and we're going to have them all curving together down here at the bottom like that, facing up, and then we'll do the same thing above it, but with them upside down. So now it looks like a little rectangle here. We'll then have a stair in each corner at the top, and then some dark oak trapdoors in between those and underneath. And then you can see we have this section here. I'm going to go ahead and grab some white concrete, which I didn't grab. So let's go ahead and make sure we have that. I'm going to replace these grass blocks with the white concrete and then have an additional layer above it. Now on top of that, I'm just going to have a couple skeleton skulls as a little decoration. Now over here on this wall, I'm just going to have a small table, so I have the full blocks of the smooth quartz, or how about we do the other table design. So let's go ahead and grab the iron trapdoor, and I'm going to just have the smooth quartz stair on each end with a trapdoor down the middle. Let's add a couple decorations, so how about the end rod with the skeleton skull again as a nice light source. We could then go ahead and remove that. And then we could have, how about a candle and a stack of some sea turtle eggs. And then we'll grab the flint and steel and light those candles. So we have a little table there. So this side of the room is all looking good. Over here in the corner, I'm just going to have an anvil and some jungle leaves. Like that. I'm going to do the same thing over here in this corner. And then over here, I'm going to have a desk. So switch back to the smooth quartz stairs, and we'll grab the slabs as well. And we could just kind of shape out a little desk. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but I'm going to go ahead and maybe start a stair right there. Maybe have a couple slabs. And then how about a stair and a slab again? So I think that shape looks cool. We could then have another slab here to start off where the chair is going to be. So we'll then grab an iron door, the stone pressure plate, a stone button, the painting. So we'll have all that for now. So behind this slab, we'll have the door. And it looks like I didn't grab the birch signs. Okay, be sure to have those. And we're going to have one on each side of the slab. So it looks like an armrest. And you know what? Let's also have a banner right here up against the chair. So I'm just going to use a brown banner. Make sure we do have the painting as well. I don't know why it like swaps things out. Like it doesn't grab it. But yeah, that is the chair. We'll then have a brown banner up against it. And then let's make sure we have some blocks so we can place the painting with no issues. I'll then have the stone pressure plate and a stone button so it looks like a keyboard and mouse. So now we have a laptop. And now let's add some decorations on the desk. So we'll have another light source with the end rod and the skeleton skull. We'll also have a flower pot with the blue orchid is what I'm going to be using. Maybe all the way over here on the end will be the lamp. We could then have a flower pot right around here. And that's really all we need for the desk. But now that I think is everything I'm going to be adding here for this bedroom. I'm going to head on into this bathroom next. Now I have everything here for this bathroom. So I have the full blocks of the smooth quartz, the stairs and the slabs, and some white stained glass panes, tripwire hook and lever, the hopper, then an iron trapdoor and birch trapdoor, then a birch button, stone pressure plate, a painting, and then a couple flowers for within the flower pot, a bucket of water, a white banner, lantern, anvil, jungle leaves, some gray and white carpet, and some sea lanterns. I'll start with all the quartz blocks and just start laying everything out. So over here, I'll have 2 full blocks of the smooth quartz, and then I'm going to curve together 8 right here for the bathtub. Like that. Now over here I'm going to have a couple sinks. So with the smooth quartz blocks, I'll have a strip right here up against the wall, and then I'll have another one over here at the left, one down the middle, and one here at the right. We'll then switch to the hopper and have these for the empty space. Now back to the quartz blocks. In here is going to be the little private toilet area. So I'll have a full block, an upside down stair, and a slab. Now back over here, let's have the levers pointing towards the hoppers. So it's going to look like the faucets. Then let's have the iron trap doors. I'm going to have a shelf right here at the top edge of these middle blocks. So I'm just going to place these going across. Now with the birch trap doors, I'm going to place these in front of the full blocks. And then I'll be sure to crouch and have them in front of the hoppers. Over here for the bathtub, let's switch to the white stained glass panes. Gonna go ahead and have a set of 3 going up here. Have another set. And then one more. And then over here on this side, we'll add an extra layer. Now let's have the tripwire hook right here, so it looks like the faucet. And then we'll have a lever up here pointing down, so it looks like the shower head. Let's have a shelf in the wall. So let's go ahead and delete these 4 blocks. And then I'll just have iron trap doors at the top edge of these bottom blocks. And then I want to replace these black stone tiles with the full blocks of the smooth quartz, so it flows better with the quartz that we have here for the bathtub. Let's switch back to the iron trap doors. I'll go over here, and this is going to be a closet. So we'll go at the top edge of the first layer of blocks and place some of these trap doors so we have a shelf. We'll go up at the top edge of these middle blocks and do the same thing. So now we have some shelves in here. And now all of these blocks, all these items that we have here, we have used. So we could go ahead and clear that. Now let's start grabbing a bunch of these other items. So we have the birch button. So I'm going to have a couple of these here and here. So it looks like some bars of soap. Now over here for this shelf where the shower is, we could go ahead and have another birch button on that trapdoor, so it looks like another bar of soap. We have the bucket of water. We could crouch and place these within the hoppers, and have it for the bathtub as well. Let's have the white banners up against the iron trapdoors, hanging down like that. Looks like I accidentally grabbed a stone pressure plate instead of a weighted one, so let's be sure to swap that out. So let's go ahead and use that for the toilet. We're also going to have a stone button. And now let's head back over here. I have a couple flower pots that I'm going to have on the shelf with the flowers. Over here on this wall, I'm going to have a painting. So let's go ahead and just grab some blocks so we could just have the painting right here. And I like this one because it kind of matches the color of the floors that we have. Let's switch back to the white banner and maybe have another one in here for the shower. And now we could go through and clear out all of these items and grab everything else. So I have the lantern. I'm going to go ahead and have it right around here. We could then delete that, so we have a nice light source over here now. Let's look in the private toilet area. I'm going to have a sea lantern in the floor, and then I'm going to cover it up with a little bit of carpet. We could then get rid of that. And then over here in the corner, I'm going to have an anvil and a couple jungle leaves. And now all of this space is good. That is good. We'll head on into here. We'll have another sea lantern in the floor with the carpet again. Maybe a little something like that. And then over here, I'm going to have an anvil with the jungle leaves again. I'm going to go ahead and have another rug in the floor with another sea lantern as the final light source. So we could go ahead and maybe have some gray like that, maybe a strip of white, and some more strips of gray. And then we could delete this. And now in here, let's go ahead and clear out all these items. And I'm then going to just grab a bunch of different colored carpet, so it looks like some clothes on these shelves. So let me delete that, and then we'll add all of the carpet. So I think that is good. We could clear out those. Over here it looks a little bit dark, so I'm going to be sure to add a sea lantern underneath the rug. So let's go ahead and carve this out, add a sea lantern, and then cover that back up with the gray carpet. So that added a tiny bit of light over here, just enough to where it doesn't really look too dark. Let's go ahead and have another painting in here. I feel like it looks a little bit empty. So how about right here on this space? Yeah, I think that added a little bit more to that space. Could also do the same thing over here. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. I'm now going to leave it at that here for this bathroom. I think this one turned out really nice. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that here for part 9 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. In the next video, we'll be finishing the build. We just have the rest of the interior furnishings to do for the basement.